Maryland football coming off their best win of the season. Dramatic fashion over USC on Saturday. This man had a huge interception in the second half to keep the Terps hanging around and giving them that opportunity to make the late rally. He is a Baltimore native. He is sophomore out of Archbishop Spalding, Lavain Scruggs, and he is with us now here on GCR. Lavain, it's Glenn back here in Baltimore. It's great to chat with you, man. Thank you for taking the time, and congratulations on a massive win.
No problem. Thank you. Man.
Hey, man, great to chat with you. Can you kind of walk me through this team? You know, there have been ups and downs this season, and the week before, it was a down, right? Like, it was tough and a rough performance against Northwestern. What is it about this team that you guys are able to block everything out and not dwell on the negatives and be able to rally and put together the best performance of the year?
Yeah, this team since honestly since the Auburn game, we really put this team together. We're a big family. We do everything together, and just like man, it's like the preparation we put in. We don't hear the outside noise. We just week after week we just grind, and that's how we get through the weeks and get through all the negativity.
What about like when they're lining up to kick the field goal with like just under 2 minutes left and everything looks like? What is the body language like? Are you guys over there like, nah, man, we think they're gonna block? Like, what does it look like over on the sideline?
So the whole game, Coach Locke always say, don't look at the scoreboard. Don't look at the scoreboard. So we never look at the scoreboard, and we just fight to the end, and that's just body language, heads high, and we always just fight to the end.
Man, look, you had to fight every inch on Saturday in order to pull that off. Once the final play is made and you stop them on fourth down, right? Like, what is the feeling like? Can you kind of take me through how cathartic it is? And I know that no one win defines the season, and it doesn't get you bowl eligible or win you the Big Ten or anything like that. But it did feel like this one meant a little bit more. What goes through? What are the emotions like?
Honestly, the emotions was it was very high because we lost games after games, and this game we really fought. The preparation that we put in was a lot, and we had a good feeling coming in this game, and it's words that you can't really say. It's more of a feeling, and it's just amazing. It was just amazing.
That's awesome, man. That is really, really cool. Lavain Scruggs is with us. Maryland coming off a big win and no rest, right? They got to turn right back around this week and play Minnesota in another big game. Lavain, I know you guys probably have already moved on, but I'll ask you to go back with me one more time. Is there a nervousness when the ball is tipped the way that it was and you see that you have the chance? Is there an amount of like, oh my God, don't screw it up that goes through your mind when you have the opportunity to make a play like that?
Nah, it's just like it's more of an instinct when the ball when the ball get in your hands, just go. More of an instinct.
I think this is what makes you and I. This is why you're playing major college football, and I didn't quite make the cut because I would be the guy that's all I'd be able to be thinking about as the ball is coming in my direction. Like, oh God, it's right there, dude! Don't screw it up! Don't screw it up! And all of a sudden, I look around and be like, the ball's on the ground. Oh no, I did it. I did the thing. But what is that like as a DB? And I know it wasn't your first; you had one last year. But like, how good does that feel for every play that you make, for everything that you do to contribute? There's nothing that you do as big as getting the ball. How special, how unique is that feeling?
It's very special because during practice, my defense coordinator Brian Williams always told me keep the ball in front of me, and that's what I did. And getting the ball in your hands is another feeling, and being able to run with it after getting the ball in your hands is a whole nother feeling. And being able to bring some energy in the stadium with my team is very amazing.
The fact that it had to be all three phases of the game, and particularly all three phases of the game, again, in the last 2 minutes alone, right? Like, starting with the block, and then the guys going down and scoring, and then you guys having to make the stop. How much more does that do for your team that every aspect of the team contributed to such a win? How much more does that mean moving forward for building off of a big win?
Honestly, it's like we have to do that every single week, and that's what Coach Locke always talks about. All three phases of the game matters, and once all three phases come together and do their job, we come out with the victory. Right?
And I look, it was special. But as we talked about, obviously, there's more to do, right? And you guys have to have those conversations this week. Like, for as much fun as that was, and just seeing all the guys on the sideline and all the recruits at the game, do you have to have that conversation? We're like, hey, okay, that was fun, but we got to move on quickly.
Yes. Yep.
And so, what is it that it takes now? What will it take to make this so that it wasn't just one win, that this now becomes the story of what 2024 Maryland football is all about?
Keep going the right direction. Keep preparing the same way. Bring the same energy we brought that game. It's just the thing that we did the most was the energy of the game and everyone doing their job. And if we continue to do that, that's what you'll see the rest of the season.
It's awesome, man. Lavain Scruggs with us here on GCR. Lavain, let's talk about you and your path, right? Like, from Baltimore to Spalding to Maryland. So walk me through first how it ended up being Spalding. That's my guy. By the way, I think I'm doing the game on Friday against Loyola. I'll be on the call for that one.
Okay.
I'm Kyle. That's my guy. Kyle Schmidt's one of my favorite humans on the face of the planet. But what was that decision like for you? Why Spalding? And then from that point forward, did you always know that you wanted to be at home, or how did that happen that you decided to stick around and play at Maryland?
Well, first starting with Spalding, Kyle Schmidt was a great guy. Spalding is a great school for education and football, and that's what really made me want to go there. It was in a great spot, and me staying home at Maryland was my best decision, because be close to my mom, great coaching staff. It's just it's just another feeling.
Did you always know that you want to do it, or were you like interested, and did it just sort of work out that you figured out, hey, this is perfect for me?
Yeah, I didn't always want to do it. I
Okay.
really honestly didn't know where I wanted to be, and this is when I got to about senior year in high school. This is what I imagined I wanted to do.
That's cool, man. And I know you've got a lot of siblings, right?
Yes.
So how much, like, is that part of this too? Like, you mentioned your mom, but like just being around all of your family, their ability to be in touch with you, to watch it. Like, I know it'd be special to succeed anywhere, but does it make it more special to you that you're doing it that way?
Yes, it makes it way more special for them to be able to come to the games and see me play, and me being able to turn around and see them happy, and that's just the best feeling, to see them happy.
Man, that's so cool, dude. Like, that's goosebumps type of stuff, right? Now this Spalding to Maryland pipeline, like, at some point we might have to change Cavaliers to just Terrapins. How did this come about? I know it's special to Kyle, right? Because Kyle's a Terp too. But like, how did this come about? And do you guys find yourself saying, like, dude, don't even bother talking to anybody else? Like, you know where you're gonna end up.
I'm not really sure. Me and Kellen Wild,
Yeah.
we both, like, Mansour. I try to get Mansour to come with us, but yeah, it's really like Coach Tyrone, defense coordinator of Spalding. He got a big portion of that. He loves Maryland, and so he's always up here, and
Hey, man, it's working out for everybody involved, right? So it just has to
Yeah.
keep going. I was joking with Malik over the summer that I wouldn't be surprised at all when Max Moss transfers in next year. Like, it just sort of seems like that's the way that it goes these days. It's just going to be everybody moving forward. Hey, Lavain, what do we need to know about you, right? Like, actually, I want to talk before I get to that. I thought it was really cool because I was digging around on your Twitter to see Bo have the success that he was able to have, to make the roster in Baltimore, to make his debut. I'm gonna guess that you're a Ravens fan, right?
Yeah.
How cool has that been for you, for your guy to be finding his way now here in his hometown?
Honestly, it's the coolest feeling ever, because me knowing Bo's a Maryland guy. He's been through everything in Maryland, and then for him to be able to stay in Maryland and play for the Ravens is just immaculate. It's like it's just a dream. It's a dream thing, and it's crazy.
He's so cool, man. He's such a great dude, and
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Seeing what it means to him, it's been really, really special. And then I want to get to know you, like, away from football. What are you into? What do you care about? What does life look like? What are your goals? Obviously, football's a big part of it, but beyond football, what all's on the horizon for Lavain Scruggs?
Me personally, I'm a big I like a little bit of photography, but I like architecture. I want to build things.
Wow.
So that's what I want to do.
Where did that interest come from?
Honestly, it started when I was younger. It was something when I was younger. I just always wanted. I like to build things when I was younger, and when I got older, it just came more of a thing. I started finding buildings, like modern stuff. I like modern stuff, and that's just something I want to do.
Dude, that's so cool, man. That's so much better than any like the doodles that I was doing as a kid. Like those never got me anywhere. Could you see yourself being like a stadium designer, like that type of architecture?
Ooh, that's a lot now.
That's pretty heavy. Maybe a couple years down the road, like maybe not. Like maybe like in 20 to 30 years, when you've been so wildly successful in that business that you're donating money for like a new version of Maryland Stadium, like then maybe that's what we're looking at. But that's we'll think about that when we think about it. Lavain, I want to make sure we have it right. It's just Lavain Scruggs, right? On Instagram is where Maryland fans can be giving you a follow.
Yes, sir.
And then it's Lavain Scruggs _ on Twitter, correct?
Yes, sir.
And anything else you have going on, like NIL-wise, that we can give a plug to?
Nope.
Hey, man, right now we just want to plug you guys winning football games and and making big plays and the fun that everybody was having with that on Saturday. Lavain, congratulations, dude, on not just your own success, but obviously what was an awesome game. May there be 5 more just like them the rest of the way.
Yep.
That we're talking about. Thank you for taking the time for us this morning, dude, and best of luck moving forward, all right?
No problem. Thank you.